Oops, excuse me. Might get a little bit of throat clearing on this one. Hello friends, this is Ryan from Behind Eyes Gaming, and we have for you day 3 of the Delve League. Now I have 2 characters going right now. I currently have a level 83 Trickster that I'm having a lot of fun with, but I actually started this second one, which is an Elemental Hit build, 39 Ascendant currently. And the reason I need to make sure I'm popping out the chat so somebody shows up. Okay, so excuse me, the reason I did this is because while mapping I found the combat focus Crimson Jewel, and I also had previously found an Inspired Learning Jewel, and I had sold that Inspired Learning Jewel for like 70 chaos or something. So I looked and saw that the green combat focus jewel is going for like 16-17 chaos, so I picked one up. I started this new character. I didn't have a lot of plans. I had a 4-link silver branch as well, so that was kind of my starter weapon. And then later on I ended up finding this Tabula Rasa, which I unsuccessfully corrupted. But yeah, I bought myself a Pyre ring for 2 chaos and a Call of the Brotherhood for 15 chaos. So 17 chaos total. So I've spent 34 chaos of my own money on this, or of my own earnings so far. So that was the initial investment, but we still have a decent amount of currency left, and this should be a fun build. So yeah, we have Elemental Hit. We're just getting into Act 5, so I'm gonna get started with that. I'm doing delves, but I'm not doing them super frequently. So I'm just periodically doing them whenever I feel like it. And the main reason for that is that in the beginning, it really slows down your progress to be delving all the time. So, okay. I actually found this jewel, which gives 12 to 20 fire damage to attack, so I think I'm just going to pop that in here. It doesn't give any life or anything, but it gives us about 120 or so DPS, which is a nice little chunk. We can always potentially maybe regal it later on, or just look for an upgraded version of it. Oh yeah. But as far as what gear I'm using, I'm not using anything too impressive. I do plan on using blood magic at some point. I'm currently using anger, but I do think that blood magic is going to be better so that I can get a quill rain and just fire as fast as possible. In order to do that, I'm going to need a lot of life on certain parts of my gear. But yeah, the damage is really good. We're just starting Act 5. Without my flask effect on, because I do have a prism weave. Without flasks, it's 2,396 DPS, and with it, it's 26, a little bit over 2,600. We do have good regen, but our defenses are not good so far. We definitely need to work on them. We plan on doing the Deadeye for our first ascendant, or for our ascendancy. We have our first ascendancy. We got our passive points in the 40 dex, which is desperately needed. I'm actually next level going to pick up 20 more dex and 3 more attack speed, and then after that we're just gonna pop down to the Scion life wheel, grab the major one there, and then the plan from then on out is to go down to blood magic and get more life, just lots of life, and see if you truly can still scale this. Now, it's been nerfed a lot since last patch. It's been nerfed by about 30%. However, I've heard reports of people reaching up to 100 million DPS with supports. So, even if it's nerfed by 30% or so, that top potential is so high that it might be worth, you know, it still might be worth going into. And everybody overreacts to big nerfs like this, and I don't know if it's going to be an overreaction. It doesn't really matter because we can't change our rings. Our rings are going to be our rings. So the way this works is Elemental Hit has a flat amount of all 3 elements of damage, and it has a very high number for those. Now, and it also gives you a chance to freeze, shock, and ignite. Now, it only deals damage of the chosen element, and whenever you attack, it randomly chooses one of the 3 elements. So all of the elemental damage is there, but it can only do 1 at a time. The way you resolve this is 2 patches ago they added these jewels which convert, make it so you can't choose a certain element. So we have the one that can't choose cold, and then we have it so it can't choose lightning. So now we have an elemental hit that only hits with fire. It's guaranteed to hit with fire. So what we end up doing is, since we can't do that, and they added with hits deal 50% less cold damage and 50% less lightning damage. That's where the nerf was, is in these jewels. So we take this and we go up and we get Avatar of Fire. It takes all of the damage types and converts them into fire, 50% of them. So that's not all of it. We also do another 40% of cold to fire and then another 40% of lightning to fire. So now we get 90% of half of the base damages as, yeah, so 90% of half. So we get 45% extra damage basically, or 45% more damage as a baseline, and that's huge. So it's basically an enormous more multiplier. And yeah, it was crazy before they nerfed the jewels, but because at that point it was literally just like 200% or 100% more multiplier. No, it was 200%. This is actually a 90% more multiplier. I was wrong. Or I'm doing the math wrong. I'm probably doing the math wrong, but who knows. Either way, you can see the result is pretty decent. I mean, it's not the highest damage in the world, but if you consider that we don't really have any damage nodes on the tree, that's the thing. We're doing this much damage just getting like life and jewel sockets. We just got our first damage from that jewel. The rest, life, life. Oh, we have a little bit of damage here. Life, life, life. It's like a huge majority life. And we're gonna keep that going because the base damage should be enough, hopefully. We might have to scale a little bit more elemental damage, we'll see. Currently I think we have like something like a 44% or so chance to ignite, which is pretty good. We also have our Mirage Archer, which just fires away, a classic leveling technique, but it's also really good for map clear. And we can always remove it. And so we have a boss guy coming up here. What I like to do is take out the greater multiple projectile, put in Pierce. It does a lot more damage. It's pretty tanky, but we got him down. And our elemental hit is just about, we're under leveled by the way, I think. Oh, only by 1 level. It's not a lot. We're slightly under leveled. So can't level up my elemental hero, and elemental hero. I've been watching Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Been leveling up elemental hit. That's where it gets its base damage. It gets it from levels. So that's the fun thing about that, is you can actually kind of ignore most of the damage on bows and just worry about attack speed. So I have some damage on this bow, but you know, for the level, it's a level 35 bow, a pretty mediocre one. But the goal will be very little of that damage actually ends up mattering at all for us. We do get pretty good damage anyway, just because we convert everything. So if we do get added damage, it's still somewhat substantial, but it's not strictly necessary. What we really want is a lot of attack speed. And the only one that affects us in a very, very positive way is added fire, because the other 2 elements, we're gonna get 50% less effectiveness when we attack, and that's not so useful in my opinion. Alright. So we got a level up, we're gonna see a nice little spike in damage there. It's a very high amount of damage for how early on we are in the game, and we're gonna get a whole lot more for sure. We only have one of our ascendancies. Our next ascendancy will be 55. We're gonna get a little bit more right now. We're gonna pick this up mostly for the 20 dex, but the attack speed's useful as well. Luckily, there was an attack speed travel node to that as well, so this has attack speed on it but no life. Since we have to use the rings we're using, we have to make sure that we get enough life on our other gear, because we have a certain amount of gear that's kind of mandatory. Right now I'm using a Carnage Heart just for the all elements, because it gives us, in this case, 47 to all attributes, and we need that for our dexterity once again. We could get it in other ways. Eventually we're gonna grab some from the tree, I'm sure, or some more of it from the tree. I'm pretty sure we've got to be next to a 30% or a 30 one right here. Yeah, so we'll grab agility at some point as well. This. Oh yeah, another thing to note, we don't really need accuracy because we got resolute technique, so we can't deal critical strikes, but we also can't miss, which is pretty big. Pretty important part of this. And when we do get our Deadeye Ascendancy, we're going to get a free Pierce, and we're also going to get an additional arrow along with some global accuracy. At some point we might respec out of resolute technique. I was thinking we may up going Juggernaut with it. And if we do that, and this is the delve by the way, or this is, you collect sulfite, and once you get a certain amount, I mean you can go right away, but when you have sulfite, you can use it to delve deeper into the mine, and I'll show that off for anybody who hasn't seen it yet. This is the new league. It's really fun. I enjoy it a lot. I think I'll be able to show off a little bit more why I enjoy it on my other character when we switch over to that. I think I'll play this character up until Act 8, and then I'll switch over to the Blade Vortex character. That's kind of the plan here. But I will go show off delves after I find the next little vein of sulfate for sure. Because I think that the delve is fantastic. Now, there's a lot of bugs with it. Some of them have been fixed, and there's a lot of kind of things that need to be dealt with, I think, quality of life wise, although some of those have been fixed. The biggest one being one of the bigger ones being the EMPs, which turn your minecart's lights off, making it so that you're in the dark. You have a hard time damaging things. You're taking damage over time. They drastically shortened it in a patch last night, so that's made delving quite a bit easier, because it used to be like 3 or 4 times as long as it is now at least, and you would start taking a lot of damage, get really panicky. The 6 button is kind of weird because I now have it I now have the flare button bound to a mouse key, but I didn't at first because I didn't think I'd need to. And it turns out, because I thought, you know, if I was going to venture out into the darkness, I would know ahead of time, I guess. But then I forgot about the EMPs, even though they were announced. So, oops. This is another thing, since our gems are really over leveled since we did the delve, and that's one of the side effects, is you always have your gems are ready to level up, and you have to wait to catch up in level, because you're usually, or in the beginning, you're doing content that's underneath your level for quite a while. And your gems keep getting experience, but you get much less experience. Alright, so let's grab... we could just grab agility, and that would open us up to a new necklace, but I think what we're going to do is go down and get Constitution. Constitution will give us a ton of additional life, and from there we can simply head down and get Blood Magic. Now once we get Blood Magic, we lose Anger, and that kind of sucks. We can't really get an Essence Worm. We could get an Essence Worm if we decided that the damage benefit... Ooh, if the damage benefit was greater from Anger than it would be from having basically an entire conversion, so I could get rid of one of these two. So I don't know. It would have to. I'll have to do the math at some point and see if it's worth it to switch over to an essence one. But it may end up being worth switching over. It kind of depends how high the base damage goes. I don't even know myself, so we could try to craft a lot more attack speed on that Grove bow, but I think the bow we have right now is fine, even though it's only got 10% additional attack speed. Go to the Vol side area. But it's pretty safe build for the most part, since you're getting a lot of life. I don't have much life on gear, which makes it a little less good than it could be. I could be, you know, stacking up that gear with life, but... Alright, Vol Blade Vortex. I need one of those. I'm gonna start leveling this so that I can put it on my main. At some point, it would be very useful for bossing. I haven't been using a Vol Blade Vortex. Granted, I already have my Blade Vortex qualityed. I'm gonna have to go back around, aren't I? I am going the wrong way. Dead-ending myself. Right. And there you go. This is the right way. Start leveling up that Vol Blade Vortex action. I'm a little tongue-tied, so I'm probably gonna not talk too much from here on out, but I'll explain things if anybody has any questions or if I just feel like talking. Alright, you can go to the mine encampment. And from here we have the delves, so let's check that out. So you can upgrade things at the Voltaxic generator. As you go deeper, your darkness resistance goes down gradually, and you can increase the raw value with this upgrade. It goes up 30% each time. Same thing with the light radius, it gradually goes down as you go deeper. And this will update your sulfite capacity, which may as well do, so that we can dive more occasionally. But so you start off at the top here, way up here, and you can go off and get all these little things. Each of the delves take you to a different room. However, if you decide not to just go straight down or engage with it, Nico, the Mad here, will keep digging a line straight down, which is why you have this nice straight line down, and you can go from any of the places he's started off with. So as you can see, I've gone from here to here. What I tend to do is just grab sulfate that's nearby. So for instance, I see that there's a bunch over this way, so I'm going to grab this, this, and probably this, so I can upgrade things as I go without spending a very, very large amount of time in here. Because this is a level 31 zone, even though and the highest I can go, I think, is like 35 right now, even though I'm level 41. So I am over leveled for this content, but I want to make sure that I have some upgrades. So I just periodically, very periodically, head down here, do a couple of the sulfite veins, or the azurite veins, rather, and so I can get at least some upgrades. So when I'm level, I think you go down to like level 64 or so, or not level 64, but monster level 64. And that's when you beat the game. So once you get to that point, you won't be completely, you know, 0 light radius, 0 darkness resistance. You'll have options. So you pick up all the azurite, it picks it up automatically. All the monsters you killed on the way were picked up by your minecart and are dropped after you defeat the encounter at the end, which is very cool. And then you just go back in, and you can, now I'll start from here if I choose this one. You can start from any point you've been to previously. So I start from here and head over to this other azurite chunk. And just start the delve. If you go ahead of the cart, you won't take damage. It'll just catch up with you no matter how far you are ahead. However, if you go off to the side, say I'm in here, and the cart, you see the darkness go around you, and you gradually take a stacking debuff that increases the damage over time the farther you are away. So kind of stacks up. It does a very small amount of damage to begin with, and then it gradually becomes larger and larger, and that's modified by your darkness resistance that you can upgrade. So, however, there's loot and stuff in here. For instance, I could go up here, get this azurite, and then get out of there. And I was taking a little bit of damage, not too much because I have a lot of health regen. So I'll take, this build is probably going to take a little bit less damage from the darkness than my other build did, which does not have a lot of health regen. I think I have like 4% on that one. Alright, so we're gonna grab this nice chunk of azurite, but yeah, I'm getting a good amount of reduced experience here since I'm 9 levels over the monsters. It's also a little, it's not a particularly challenging content that way either, if you care at all about that. I mean, the goal is to make your character in such a way to where things are less and less challenging in a lot of cases, so check out the gloves. 23 life, we have 31 life on this one, and no other stats that are very useful for us. So we have 28 sulfite left. I'll show you one of the other things. We'll go up to this abandoned camp, which is just an item cache, and I'll show you one of the encounters that isn't the azurite thing. The other different rooms that you can get at the end, or different segments, have entirely different encounters than the living azurite. There's a large variety of them, ranging from a bunch of spiders, there's a camp with some uniques in them, there's, I don't know, there's a lot. There is a ghost ship, which is cool. And some of them activate automatically, as this one is seeming to do. And some of them... Oh, I already completed it. So it must have just been some monsters dropping out and I killed them on accident because I'm so overleveled. But afterwards you can grab the different items that appear here. This could be decent if it has a lot of attack speed. It doesn't. I don't really... Oh. The 21%... Let's see, I'm gonna test it. So 2691 versus, yeah, no, this bow does way more. Now granted, the average hit, but once you're ready to leave, you can either go directly back, return to the Chamber of Innocence, or you can go back to this area. I'm gonna go ahead and go to Nico, sell some stuff, make some room in the inventory, and boom. Alright, and we can upgrade something maybe. Nothing I want to upgrade. So even with all that azurite we got, it wasn't enough to really do much. And that's something you're going to see, but as you dive deeper you get more and more azurite, so it becomes more and more easy, I guess. And there you go. Alright, let's head back. Let's head back to the Chamber of Innocence. So that was the delve. All right. At some point, the way forward will be to the down direction, or south, kind of the southeast. There you go. Alright. Get one step closer to a bunch of life, and this is going to be a boss that is single target, so we're going to swap out GMP for Pierce. I could use Ball Blade Vortex. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. And it's a pretty mobile build. It does a lot of damage. He's already... This boss is fairly tanky. He's already at this stage. Now, I could sub out Pierce again. Or I could just try to line these guys up so I'm hitting multiple. It's a lot more efficient to, you know, have GMP for this one. You know what? I do so much damage to this guy, I don't think I really need Pierce. I'm just gonna do this for the clearing. It's gonna be more of a hassle and take me longer if I don't. Can just run in circles. His attacks are fairly predictable. And this isn't his most dangerous or final form. Whoa, okay. Well, that part's dangerous. Luckily, if we have our Mirage Archer up, he'll attack even when we're just running away from beats, which is very convenient. Yeah, I would be afraid to use blood magic at this point. We need a little bit more life regen. Might have to go down to the Templar portion of the tree first. Alright, we'll get him. Yeah, and I think the Marauder has a lot of life regen, and I think that's one of the reasons why we haven't. And we're probably not going to ever make it down to the Duelist. Maybe we will. Maybe we'll get down to the Duelist area and get that regen as well. There's a good amount, at least 1.8 that I can remember. Just kind of try to stay away from this big guy. Bullet hell this. Fail at bullet helling this? Wow. Okay. Rip. Get ourselves a second hollowed life flask. Alrighty. Moving on to the Torched Courts. I kind of want to use the Blade Vortex on a big pack to see if it actually does any damage. It's probably way under level. I like how it just runs around though. It's still doing a lot of damage considering it's really low level for this zone. That's pretty impressive. Yeah, I'm gonna need armor and life like crazy. I do have a couple of 5 links I could switch to. I think one of them is armor evasion, so I could go down to a 5 link and have a lot more armor and health and defense. I might do that, we'll see. That Blade Vortex cracks me up. Yeah, may as well check. Do I even have the green? Yeah, I have the greens elsewhere. Should always be looking for upgrades anyway. Yeah. Need life. Gonna get a big life bonus here this next level. There's a sulfate veined up. I'm going the wrong way. There it is. Okay. Alright, almost got another elemental hit level already, which is good. Probably I'll get it right before this next level, I imagine. Oh yeah, I gotta go to the ossuary, grab the MacGuffin. Alright. I guess we could just get the elemental nodes, potentially, if we wanted to get more nodes. There's also a fire and burning damage hybrid node that we could get, potentially, but meh. We'll see. And as you get higher up, you get more sulfite as well, which is why it's important to upgrade your sulfate capacity. Alright. Get a nice damage increase again. Get some life. The next couple levels are going to be good. And with our flasks, we're a little bit over 3,600. It's not too bad. See about a 7% increase. That's actually not that big of a jump, but most of these gems scale pretty exponentially. Well, kind of. It's not exactly linear. Alrighty. I'm wondering if I shouldn't get maybe that's a really big wasted node though. If we go down through here, we'll be next to Berserking for later on, and that way we can grab Master the Arena and go down and grab Golem's Blood as well, along with Bravery. That's a lot more life regen, which we definitely need. I keep just periodically using Blade Vortex, Ball Blade Vortex. I don't have anything else to be done with that. Go get, yeah, do a little bit of damage. Alright. So with the Sign of Purity, we're gonna head up to the cathedral rooftop. Starting to feel pretty good. Let's taking a little bit to ramp up to really get the damage. And once we can make full use of our attack speed without worrying about running out of mana, it's going to be a lot better for us. Man, it's so much fire damage. First character, I'm pretty sure my Blade Vortex character is only like greater depths 120 or so. Somewhere in between 110 and 120. So 289 seems pretty crazy to me. Although the ones I'm at are only the equivalent of a tier 3 or tier 4 map. It's like a level 72 zone or so. So that's actually not that threatening. In fact, I'm trying to go down as quick as I can on that character just because it is it's a little bit too easy. I'm just rushing through things a little bit too quickly for my taste. Triple resist, 3 life, no move speed. Literally 3 life. Oh wow, I actually one-shot that rare. That was pretty cool. I think it was actually a 2-shot. I'm pretty sure my Mirage Archer... I think we're gonna put in Pierce for... Yeah, we need damage for Kitaba. Try to see if we can get some ignites on it. Okay, so far so good. Avoid the balls. Oh. I am not fully attentive for sure at the moment. Hopefully once I start getting life on gear I'll stop dying so much. That would be good. Also, I can Ball Blade Vortex. For a little bit of extra damage at least. Oh no. And we got one last heart. I'm just gonna chug a mana potion. Oh no. They do so much damage, we have no armor or evasion. We're lacking in all defenses. Let's see. Yeah, literally. We have a little bit of evasion actually, weirdly enough. Alright, and that should do it. Well, could have been cleaner for sure. Could have been deathless, but yeah, c'est la vie. We are currently overmaxed on resists, but not for long. We're gonna be under for both cold and lightning resist. I don't know if I have any good leveling items for kind of mid-tier here. Or mid-levels. We'll have to take a look through my stash. Alright. Got Lily, we'll sail to Rayclast, and this time I'm doing... So last time I didn't do Lily's quest right away, which is to clear Twilight Strand, and she isn't appearing for me now that I've beaten the game on my other character when I come back here. So I'm gonna go ahead and clear this just to be safe, so I have at least one character who can buy gems in the game. And yeah, in the epilogue, if you beat this quest, you can buy level 1 versions of basically any of the quest gems from any class at the end of the game, which is extremely useful when leveling new characters. It was frustrating that I wasn't able to just buy GMP. I had to wait until I got it from the quest. I mean, it wasn't actually frustrating, but it was very, very mildly inconvenient. Frustrating is pretty much not even close to accurate. But yeah, we're gonna clear this. Just got level 45, which is Constitution, which is a big chunk of health. Feels good. Alright, we got our boss. I like to imagine, I don't know, but I like to imagine it's the guy who got bit by the zombie in the beginning of the game when you're washed up to shore. He became this big boss zombie later on. That would be cool. Little piece of continuity. Alright, so we get our respec points. $75 life. Yep. That's happening. Oh, 47. Okay. Well, that's happening, but in a couple of levels. Got a double resist here. But I just kind of want life. Resists are fine, but life is really where it's at. That's where we get all of our scaling later on. Or our regen, which is basically going to end up being our mana. Ooh. But yeah, I forgot to check my inventory to see if we have any stuff that we can add. Anything in my random stuff, random decent stuff tab in my inventory or stash. I'm a little bit of a pack rat when it comes to I'm better than I used to be. I used to save anything that I thought was even remotely okay, including just like one copy of literally every unique. But not quite that bad anymore. We're already filled up on sulfate. Well, may as well head in and do another quick delve. See if we can get a little bit more azurite. See if we can upgrade a couple of things. Life. Now, where do I put? I mean, this has plenty of places I can toss it, but this, on the other hand, it has attack speed and life. I'll just do this. And red. We need a red. There you go. Alright. That's a lot better than what we have. It's not good by any means, but it's better than what we have. Alright, where can we go to get some azurite? Looks like we've gone a couple down. We can go here, here, and here. Those will be our 3 delves. Probably use up all of ours, because it looks like the one going up is quite a long one. So I'm sure it takes up a decent amount of sulfate. But yeah, for leveling, you can delve a lot and get a lot of leveling items, but for myself, I prefer to just get the sulfate for now, just to make sure we're being roughly on level in the actual content we're doing. Because once again, this is monster level 36 and we're level 45, so no. Getting a little bit of a diminishing return on experience there. I think we're getting It might only be for level 9 a couple of percent, but it's enough for me to not want to have to deal with it. Alright, this is 29. Yeah, I think I might head down to the duelist tree and get a little bit more health regen before we go, because what's our... I don't know, maybe we do have enough health regen. I think right now our biggest issue is lack of actual defenses of any type of Azurite, of any type of mitigation. Once enemies are that far back in the darkness, you can't do any damage to them. I'm tired. I've played a lot. I don't know how much I've played on this character, but I know I've got well over 20 hours already in only about 50 hours since it's launched or so on my other character. And so I've been playing for a minimum of 25, 26 hours in the last like 50 hours. Which is fun. I'm having a lot of fun. But yeah, a lot of people are complaining about the blue light from this one as well, which I can see being an issue, but I have the blue light blocking glasses, which is very, very handy. See if we can start looking for a better pair of boots. Don't want to use Wanderlust forever. 68 life. We lose some movement speed if we do that, and we don't have anywhere to put our anger aura if we do that. Yeah, nah. And the move speed though, that's the biggest thing. 10% movement speed. I'd just recolor it until I got a red if I had, if it had 20% movement speed. Farming the Azurite. Alright. Plus right now we go through mana so fast because it's 46 mana cost to use this skill, which is a pretty hefty one. Granted, this is on a 6 link with GMP, which has one of the biggest mana multipliers, if not the biggest in the game. It's like 46 or 45% something, I think. 65, wow. A 65% mana multiplier, that's so crazy. Well, this costs 48 to go down here. I would like to go down there, but it doesn't look like we can. We can go from here to here. So let's make that a plan. Oh man, somebody, hey, how's it going, The Wall? Thanks for stopping in, dude. I'm gonna be streaming for quite a while, so oh, we'll have to go over there to get to that. That's 39, literally. Alright. Looks like we're going all the way up here to get some sulfite. You know, it's not even worth it. We're just gonna go back to the mine. Well, we have just enough to get our darkness resistance. Okay. So back to the coast. Oh yeah, I should have checked. I want to check to see if I have any leveling gear currently that we can actually use. So this to Vestal. And let's see. Not in this junk one. Here's my unorganized junk drawer. 86 life. Gives us strength and intelligence, but we need dex. Like, if I took this off, I couldn't wear half my stuff, so we need dexterity. We can't get rid of that belt. We could put on Perandus Blazon instead of the Prism Weave, and then we could get this, but it doesn't really seem worth it to me. The rest of the gear looks pretty... yeah. Pretty ho-hum. I don't know why I'm keeping this. This one sucks. Alright, I'm selling that. This is a really bad jewel. I have a decent jewel that I'm selling currently. It's Fizz damage with one-handed melee weapons, crit multi with one-handed melee weapons, area damage, and bleed chance. So a Blade Flurry gem probably would be, or if you're doing a crit bleed earthquake or something, I don't know, or just a crit earthquake build with one-handed and a stat stick, maybe. Use a shaper rapier or something. I don't know. It's a good jewel. I valued it. Similar ones were around like 15 or so. That was yesterday. I have to reprice what I'm selling like once a day, basically. Excuse me. Ooh, my throat's absolutely dead, but that's okay. I'll keep streaming. I'd be playing PoE anyway. I may as well stream it. Man, I just got stunned. His lightning stunned me. Yeah, nothing good there. I might have to be over leveled if I don't. Oh, we have this nice little helmet. We're scaling evasion, which wasn't exactly in my plan before. I was more planning on scaling armor at some point. Yeah, I have Conquest. I don't think you actually have to talk to Nessa to go through, but I'm gonna do it anyway. There you go. Just in case, I don't want to have to walk back since I'm here. But I don't think you have to. I should really test it at some point, so I know for sure. Alright. Go through here. Ooh. Oh, this is the easier Elrion mission, so I'm gonna actually do this one. Wow. Get frozen. I always do the Elrion missions that just have the totem sitting there. I usually don't do the other ones unless I should do them at least up to level 6 so I can craft stuff though. But I figure I'll run into enough Elrions to get level 6 even just doing the easiest one eventually, right? It'll just take a little bit longer. Switch us out for Pierce. More damage. Ugh. Three, 4, 5. Apparently 5. And there we go. Easy enough. Nice simple boss fight. So yeah, I think my plan is to swing through here, head down here, grab Master of the Arena, grab Bravery, and grab Golem's Blood, and then we can finally get... Man, that's so weird. We'll end up circling around everything if I do that. Maybe I just go get Blood Magic. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. What's my regen at right now? 64. I mean, that's pretty much instant. For one. But I'm gonna shoot several per second. Let's see, yeah. I'm gonna shoot about 2.5 attacks per second at 46 mana cost. So that's quite a bit. But that's 92 plus 23, so 115. 115 life per second if I attack at full speed. Now granted, we can supplement that by having the life flask. And we're gonna just get more life. In fact, there's a lot of life behind that. Really, what would help a lot is if I would have gotten a stone golem instead of fire golem. Although, I'm probably gonna drop the golem soon regardless, just because it's a pain to keep it up. That Ball Blade Vortex, though. Does a surprising amount of damage considering it's under-leveled and I have 0 scaling for spells. Or next to 0 at least. Blade Vortex OP. I'm not gonna bother killing the zone boss. He's a pain. Let's see if we can find some even better gauntlets. Not really. 17 life. Pretty bad. Yeah. I love how burning enemies explode with the pyre ring, so it makes a really satisfying pop. I don't know if they explode and do damage or just explode so they don't leave behind corpses that can be resurrected by necromancers and such, or exploded by corpse explosions of various types. Not really sure which it is. I don't think that's right. Well, I think we're gonna loop around. There you go. That's what I thought. Alrighty. Moving on up. One more level to wear our fancy hat. Our fancy 75 life hat. Oh yeah. Oh boy. Kind of backing myself in a corner with some of these more dangerous. These things have more health, I swear. Actually, there's one thing that I think might have more health than these, and it's the things at the end of Act 6. It's the golems right before the big old crabby boy. Those things have a lot of health, but so do the cages. The cages are right up there. I think the cages might have more though. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Literally does not matter. We already have all the trials for everything, so we don't need to bother getting them. We're actually almost up to Uber Lab. We haven't done any looking for Uber Labs. We've just been doing it ourselves with mapping. And we're pretty close to being able to make that happen. And I could go do an incursion, but not an incursion, a delve. Well, there's another sulfate right up here. You know what? We'll go do another delve. Let me check to see. Maybe something got opened up. Okay, we have a couple of places we can go, including a tier 2 one. So we'll go. We'll go delving. Yeah, screw it. We're going down. We're getting blood magic. We're beelining for it. Alrighty. So, first things first, go grab this one. Hey Jessica, do you mind grabbing me a glass of water, please? Glass de agua. Gracias, mi amor. Alrighty. Thank you. Alrighty. Kill this Azurite. See if I can not die while taking a drink of water. Oh, that was close. Gotta keep well hydrated with my throat hurting like this. Alright. So these compound bows are probably too slow. I guess I can check. You never know when you get an insane, insane, maybe like elemental and attack speed. It's possible. Oh. Cart's leaving without me. See if it's... Usually there's stuff back in little nooks like this. It's always good to check. I would show you the other features, but I just don't like using the flares, and my reaction speed right now, with how tired and unwell I am, I will almost certainly die just trying to show it, so... Excuse me. Ooh, I should have looked away from the screen or away from the mic. Sorry to anybody who's listening. Alright. Ooh. Wow, whatever just hit me hurt a lot. Pure living Azurite. More Azurite. Yeah, whatever's doing those ice spikes hurts a lot. Ugh. Man, I run out of mana so quick. It's crazy. Alright. But yeah, I think when I get my Ascendancy, I think it'll probably be... I'm thinking Juggernaut. Might be Chieftain, even though Chieftain is not exactly great, but the life regen might help us. We could also go Juggernaut, get the 1000 accuracy, then we can respec out of Resolute Technique. I don't really see a point in that, though. We'll see. Alright, do I have... Oh, grab these boots. Let's see if they're any good. You... I have 45 left. That should be enough to get me over here. I want to grab these portal scrolls. I haven't been picking up portal scrolls in the running well. There you go. Alrighty. I think I still have a strict loot filter on, so probably not going to pick up too much, but I can farm for most of the stuff on my other character. Probably get one more capacity capacity upgrade just to make it so I'm not coming down here quite as frequently. Because I wanted to make it so that leveling this character wasn't going to take so long. I think it took like 30% longer than my normal getting to end game maps character for my Blade Vortex character, because I kept running down to delves, spending a lot of time down there. And I could have just done it in end game. It probably would have been a lot more efficient. Hey, we got ourselves a nice little deeps upgrade. Oh yeah, that one was a big upgrade. So the levels are starting to scale up a little bit quicker. Or the damage levels, rather. We got a 5-link. I've been getting so many 5-links from delves, but a lot of them are low-level weapons, so I'm not even going to bother picking that up. Man, I've gotten more 5-links, though, in this league, in the span of time that I've played, than pretty much any other league. Like, even if I just look through this stash, it's got this glorious plate, and I had another one stashed away in here, I thought. Maybe not. I might have just thrown it out because I couldn't find a use for it. Or maybe I put it in this big one. Here it is. And then this dragon scale. And at level 63, I might switch to that dragon scale for this character so I can have some life. Ooh, speaking of, let's go ahead and toss. That's better than what I have. I'm gonna have some mana regen problems, but I'm already having mana regen problems anyway, so moot point. Give us that life. And also, can replace my hat. There. Throw this in here. And there we go. Now we have a lot more life. Now we're talking. So my current regen is 72. That's much better. That's much closer to the amount we need. Oh, hang on. Did I go back through that? Yeah, there you go. It's the same instance, I just didn't want to have to run all the way through again. I forgot I went through and did. I have to do one more thing back at the mining camp, and I keep forgetting to do this. Gonna upgrade the azurite capacity, probably. Yep, barely enough. Wow. Just barely made it. 187, and I had 182. Yeah. We don't have our anger. I wonder how much damage anger even adds at this point. Probably at least some. I took a wrong turn somewhere. Ah, here we are. Shabroni's Tower. Good old Shabroni. Alright, so 3661. It's not even giving me that much. Yeah, it's giving me 200 DPS, which is alright, but as the gem level scales up, that's going to be less prevalent anyway. So I think we'll probably just not get an Essence Worm. I don't think it's worth it. I feel like later in the game, we're probably going to get more damage from the Pyre than we are from that, especially with the burning damage, which is a nice little bonus since we burn with such a high frequency. And if we do that, we can also grab these up here, which do fire damage and burning damage, and give a huge chance to ignite, by the way. So we'll probably do that at some point as well. So we have like about 100% extra burning damage. We won't have any more damage over time multipliers, but it should still basically finish things off like trash clear. Should help with that. You could also get Immolate or whatever it is, the one that does additional fire damage to burning enemies, and very easily keep it up because we have, I don't know, by the time we get our gem fully qualitied and fully leveled, we should have close to 100% chance to burn. once we get that note as well. I'll have to trade this belt into just a belt with a lot of health and some weapon elemental damage at some point. Maybe some resistances. Probably not for quite a while, I imagine. And it feels like I do so much damage except when I'm killing these cage guys. Feels like I do no damage against them. Elemental damage with attacks. It's no longer weapon elemental damage. I need to get that through because I keep calling it the wrong thing, man. I keep switching the names. I'm gonna call physical damage with projectiles by that name probably for a really long time too. I don't know why I'm killing these rare cages. I'm a level over leveled. I shouldn't be killing practically anything. I'll kill these big grouped up things, but get a nice little explosion radius too. Once we get Pierce, it'll be really good AoE clear. Switch Pierce for GMP, and let's go. I think, yeah, I don't have good resistances. This is gonna be bad. I have no armor, no resistances. The only way I'm gonna win this fight is by not getting hit. So, we're gonna play a bullet hell game. Nope. Please don't do that. Okay. So far, so good. And we haven't even used our Vol Blade Vortex yet. Get him! Oh, shit. Oh. Oh. Demonetized. I got hit. Demonetized again. This channel isn't even monetized. I'm still like 500 subs away from monetization. Well, well, well. What am I doing? This is the way to get out of here. And there you go. Stretchy stretch. I'm gonna skip the skill point quest in this area for now. I usually do. I just come back to it when I'm over leveled. It's a lot easier. Usually, in shrines, there are a lot of monsters that are surrounding them. In this case, not so much. Get another Parandus Blazon. Maybe it's better than the other one that I have. 7% quantity. The other one I have is 6. That's an upgrade. My quantity gear set that I'm not going to use ever increases. I can go back for a transmute. Our jeweler's orb. Now we're talking. The skill gem quest up there is a little bit easier, a skill point quest, but I'll just do both of them. That's what I usually do. In like Act 8 or so, when I feel like I'm very over leveled and I actually need the skill point, I do that. Although this build is very, very skill point dependent. Nice little bit of stuff there. Skill levels. Kill the blue mobs at least. I think we are going the wrong way. I think we're going down this way. There you go. Southern Forest. Whew. So tired. The last couple of days, just a few hours of sleep. Been playing PoE with all of my free time. By all of my free time, I mean pretty much all of my time in general. On my Magic channel, I'll probably do streams the next couple of days, so because streams take about an hour and a half in total, and then they're just done. Whereas making a video is going to take a very, very minimum of 2 hours, and usually longer than that. So it's just more, I get to play more PoE if I stream. So that's kind of my plan. I've been getting a good amount of people showing up to my Magic streams lately too. A lot better than being on Twitch. Alright. So we are up to 75 life regen. It's pretty good. Then we'll probably go grab all of the... Oh man, it seems so roundabout to go down there. I don't know. Even more roundabout than going to Berserker, or not Berserker, Marauder. But if we go to Marauder, we're getting a couple of really inefficient nodes in order to get some of the most efficient life nodes, though. That's the question, isn't it? Ooh. Leave me alone! Alright, we're good. That was a little bit of an emotional reaction to a video game. Oh no, there are 3 of them this time. And I am backing myself into a corner. That's a way to die. There you go, that's one of them down. There you go. Elk. Probably not so good. Double resist, but we need the life. What's more life? That's all we really care about, so. Blade Vortex and some Flame Gold. Also, Dex. Dex is actually really important, because then we can eventually swap this out. Oh, by eventually, I mean right now maybe, if we wanted to. But we'll wait just a little bit. Oh, I got backtracked. We're going the wrong way. Alrighty. The Brine King, that's the name of the guy I was trying to think of earlier. The golems in the area before the Brine King are really, really tanky for whatever reason. I'm just going to use the Ball Blade Vortex. Oh, it actually kills things. Look at that. No spell scaling, incredibly underleveled gem. Still kills stuff. That's the power of Blade Vortex, baby. I shouldn't be going out of my way to grab sulfate. I'm gonna get more of it than I know what to do with anyway. Also, I shouldn't ignore waypoints. There you go. Running on empty. Such a satisfying thing to just pop a bunch of units all at once. So good. Oh. Yeah, the Pyre's explosion sound is so satisfying. Pop. It's almost like a freeze crit level of satisfying. Not quite. Nothing quite beats a freeze crit in terms of... Oh. Haon's Fury. Not exactly on my priority list per se, but I'd take it. Oh, may as well do this tour mission. Usually get some blue guys down here for some dank XP. Yeah, that was a lot of XP. Totally worth it. Oh yeah. Alright. To the beacon. Man, we're already full on Azurite. We keep upgrading the thing, but we just get it so quick. I'm not going to go do a delve just yet. I don't think we've gained enough levels to really open up more, or sulfate rather. All the things with low HP until we get to the high HP things. I don't know if it's accurate or not, but I pretty often don't feel like the things with higher HP do less damage. Maybe it's because the low damage or low HP things never get a chance to damage me, so I don't really notice it, and they do a substantially more or substantially higher amount of damage. Not really sure, but all right, here we are. Blood magic. We gotta take anger off. I'm gonna leave it to level just in case we change our mind. We can always spec out. Yeah, if we decide to rapid fire, it's not nearly as draining. It does drain our life, but we have life potions for a reason. Alright. A little less damage, that's okay though. Owie. Maybe it isn't okay. Well, the next 3 levels will make it a little bit more okay. I think I might go back to Act 5. I'm pretty sure I left a skill point gem that I didn't get back there. Ugh, don't do that. Alright. No mana for us. Needs mana when you have blood. Man, I just have to chug my health potions almost constantly, and I'm still almost dying. Oh. We'll get there. There you go. Ugh. Man, 295. People are making progress down there. Alright. I think after I beat the Brine King, I'm gonna go do my other character. Oh, oh man. Got froze. I don't have any resistances. I haven't been bothering. I'm just like, I need enough life to maintain blood magic. It's sketchy. I hope this character ends up being worth it in the end game, because it's a decent amount of investment. But if it's even 2/3 as strong as it was last time League, I clearly don't have maxed cold resist. Wow. These guys though, these golems have an incredible amount of HP. It's insane. Luckily, we're about to hit a big damage boost again. Our elemental hit is about to level up. It'll be right before Brine King, probably. Yep. Okay. Yeah, that's a nice little increase. Oh, 400 DPS that time. Not gonna bother doing the Haku mission. Alright, what's going on here? Did I take a wrong turn? Looks like I may have taken a wrong turn. There it is. Alright. Pierce gives us 13% more projectile damage. Blade Vortex it. Right. Runs to the middle. Nessa is now a siren. Calling the sea from within the Brine King. avoid these little blue circles on the ground. This time I avoided them by standing still, and then the moment I moved I almost walked on it. Oof. Ouch. Owie. Oh god! Why? Oh crap, guys, why? Okay. At this point, I think the best thing is to just shoot him. In fact, that probably would have been the best thing to begin with, but yeah. Here we are. Alrighty. Got that. Gonna go to the bridge encampment. I actually really liked this this act, but I think I want to switch over to my other character. I think that's my option. So that is the thing I want to do. I want to be playing my Poison Blade Vortexer. Okay, so things that have changed since my update yesterday. Go to the hideout to explain this. I don't know how many people are going to see this. I'll do another update tomorrow just in case though. So we got a Beano's Kitchen Knife for 1 chaos. This actually fixes the biggest problem I had, which is sustain. Before I only had sustain from Patient Reaper. This coupled with Patient Reaper gives you such an insane amount of life regain that as you're running through, it feels completely different. We got a better helmet with 88 life and some resist. We are overmaxed on resist, but not so much that we still are slightly below the threshold we need for elemental weakness in maps. We have an 83 life triple resist gloves. I actually found these. I didn't buy these, so that's pretty good. I have this belt that I also found. I bought a 6-link. With what we need with 98 life and double resist. It was pretty expensive. It was probably the most expensive thing I bought. I think it was like 30 chaos or something at the time. Maybe it was more than that even, but it was pretty pricey. It might have been 40 chaos, but it was worth it because it basically allowed me to do a lot. And what I added was efficacy. I'm leveling a 2nd efficacy, but it is it's quality, so I want to be able to have that for the extra damage over time, but it's a little bit under leveled, so I'm gonna wait. This gives more spell damage, more damage over time, and increased skill effect duration, which affects both our poison and our blade vortex, so gives a double synergy for us. I got these boots, which have 30 movement speed. They are corrupted. I think I bought those. I got this amulet. I think this was like 1C. It's got cast speed, life, lightning resist, which I needed. I found both of these rings and kind of fixed these. This is the same one I have been using, and this is the same shield I was using. So like half my equipment's changed and the other half hasn't. Currently we are up to yellow tier maps. We've done, let's see, we've done up to ramparts, lava chambers. Over here we've done up to fields, so we've skipped around because we're buying them from Xana. But speaking of, should be able to do a mission for her. So we'll start off with our Xana daily mission, and we get to choose. So this one has Beyond, but they can also avoid poison, which is very bad for my build. This one has 35% packs size. This one's tempting. Player dodge chance is unlucky. That's one of the few mods I don't really like to do. I can do it. This one's okay, but it's kind of meh. This one's good. I'll probably do the city square. Yeah, we're gonna do the city square. It's got a lot of mob density. So what are we doing? Opening the unique strong box within the time. So Beano's gives us something very unique, which is it gives us poison proliferation, meaning when we kill things that have poison on them, it spreads to nearby enemies. And that's the main reason to run Pepinos on this build. It increases our clear very drastically. Ooh, boots. So there's a unique strongbox somewhere in this map apparently. They've really upped the Xana missions. Okay, so I'm maxed up for delve. So I'll be able to delve after this, and I'm actually excited to delve. So we'll start with the Xana mission and a delve. So what I usually do is I just charge up Vortex, get into the middle of a pack, and then drop Despair on them type thing. And then move on to the next pack, and the Despair increases the poison damage. Really spreads that proliferation really nicely. But yeah, we're regenning so much life at this point that it's absolutely absurd. So yeah, as you can see, it's just a lot smoother than the last time we played it. Superior projectile weakness. I actually forgot to get that Ball Blade Vortex, so I'm gonna have to log on to my other character again after this. So you can kind of just walk through and the poison proliferation will kill. See? And the minions will clean up anything that you don't do. Okay. That was actually a little bit scary. I just opened it up without reading it or without knowing what it was gonna do. That's okay. Who needs to know what things are gonna do? Alright, got a couple of 6 sockets. We don't need that for sure. That is a unique we are not interested in. We already have 2 of them, and I don't even want that many. Superior Barrage, that might sell depending on how superior it is. 7%, probably not. Bosses. Put down a smoke cloud so we're harder to hit. And boom. Fusing. And some other stuff. Chain belt. Can't quite pick that one up. Alright, not too bad. Not gonna go find those 9 monsters, but yeah, pretty quick map. Had a good amount of mods on it. We can do most mods. We can't do 0 regen. We can do 40% reduced regen for sure. I already have a Calm's Primacy. How good is this one? This one is only 2% above the minimum, so I'm going to go ahead and vendor that. I actually don't know how much they're worth at the moment. Victoria's Flight is an alright leveling boots, but I think Wanderlust is just better. That has good stats, but it's not quite good enough. Same with that. The numbers are too low. The numbers are good, but low. Alright, so this all gets sold. Gonna stash all this stuff and head to the delve. Oh, but not quite. I will head to the delve after I switch over to my other character really quick. And get that Ball Blade Vortex. Now, I'm not going to replace my current one, first of all, because that would make it horrifically underleveled. But second of all, because I have quality on my Blade Vortex, which gives me more AoE. So what I'll probably end up doing is just tossing it in there, maybe with something random, like, I don't know, added fire damage, I guess. Way back, we're going to Lion Eyes Watch to get that added fire. Oh yeah, I have to check to see if Lily is still gone from Act 6, but there. Now we have an extra little thing, and I'm gonna put that here, and I'm gonna put the lightning golem summon there, and let's take a look at Act 6, see if Lily is still missing. Talk to Lily for your reward. Now, it shows Lily at the end of the dock, but last time when I walked there, she disappeared. She's just not there anymore. I don't know what happened, but something is wrong to make it so I can't get Lily. So, oops. Mistakes were made. Alright, so let's do some delving. We are currently at depths 113. We're gonna just go straight down. That's our plan. We're gonna keep going down. So we don't want the regular blade vortex there, we want the vol one only. There you go. Alright, let's delve. And this is level 72, so it's a little lower level than the map we just did. I think it's one lower level than the map we just did. Same principle applies, we just kind of walk through things, apply the poisons, and everything just proliferates the poison and dies around us. We can flame dash through, it'll work kind of similar. Gotta be quick. Unfortunately, it doesn't give us a lot of time to... Oh no! Well, we can go back and get those though. Once we beat the end thing here. Except it's so long. I don't know if it's worth going that far back for like a fusing. I think there was a chaos there too. Yeah, we'll go back. We'll go back after we clear this. Leveling up the ball blade vortex. We can use it. Oh yeah. So we actually have a little bit of scaling on this one. It's so under leveled though. Alright, and we get heaps of azurite here. That's only a tier 1 azurite and it still gives us 274. So really scales up the farther you go down for sure. So what you can do is you can actually follow these lights back. And you walk in there, the degen starts, you grab the thing, you get back. If you kill some mobs on the way, which you can do, I just walk kind of back and forth in and out of the light and it usually works okay. There you go. No problem. Yeah. Then you can just walk back. And the same thing, if you find any walls or any of the hidden areas, you can go through that way too. Alright, delving deeper. Yeah, there was a chaos and a fuse there. Totally worked. Wait, are things cursing me in here? Azurite land. 15 azurite. Nope, things are not cursing me. Yeah, you really rack up the souls for ball skills fast down here. The mob density is so intense. It's also really good gem leveling. I'm currently 11 levels above this zone, and I'm still getting pretty fast experience. 136 million per hour. Well, I'm 11 levels higher than the zone. That's pretty intense. That's some crazy mob density right there. We're gonna keep going lower though. How low can we go? Oh. Yeah. The minions are mostly useful for bosses. They're actually really not very useful for clearing. I feel like if you're... I like having the heralds, but yeah, the minions themselves are kind of meh. I like the effects of the heralds though. This minion does a lot of damage though. But once again, we literally just have minion speed on them. That's it. So I also have minion speed on my lightning golem, which I didn't summon. Shield. Can check the twisted armor. Nope, no good. No good. Anything else? Doesn't look like it. Deeper. Sulfite too. Going deeper and deeper into the mine. I currently have a soft goal of hitting 200, but I don't actually know what that entails, so maybe that's either too easy or unreasonable. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm sure I'll have a decent idea of how difficult it'll be by the time we hit 150, which is very much within sight at this point. I wonder, I'm not sure if this is better or worse than just an elemental conversion blade vortex. It's certainly more fun, so that's important. But, you know. It's important that it's good too. I think it's only more fun because I haven't done it before, whereas I've done elemental conversion blade vortex a couple of times. That can make all the difference. Alright. So I think we're getting a gem somewhere. A gem slot. Yeah. Or a jewel slot. We have one jewel. It's 7% life, some strength and dex, and then 17% increased poison damage. I'm going to be looking to get another one similar to that. I probably shouldn't have bothered getting it considering I don't have anything lined up. Yeah, I'll just buy something on PoE.trade after we get out of the delve. Ooh. Okay. Nice. Getting some of those random things. Blade Vortex continues to level up. Ball Blade Vortex. If I level it up enough, then I'll be able to, once I get my regular Blade Vortex to 2020, I can try to corrupt it to see if I can get a level 21, and if I fail and brick the gem, then I can just replace it with the Ball Blade Vortex, which is nice. Otherwise, I was just going to buy a 2021 at some point. Alrighty. And do we have more azurite? 35 more. We need 49. Sulfite, I mean. Guess we'll upgrade the... Hey, we have positive darkness resistance for the first time. We should be able to start striking out a little bit more into it. Well, none of that looks particularly exciting to me. Alright, let's get back to mapping for a bit. Map. And Xana will have some more maps to sell as well. I'm pretty sure I haven't completed Strand yet, right? Nope. Alright, let's buy Strand. We want to fill out our atlas. I won't bother identifying it. Basically, the only thing I can't do is physical reflect, which I can't roll on white maps, I don't believe. So, as long as it's not that, then I think we're good. Ooh. Must be some kind of added damage mod. Ooh, boy. Oh, I bet you its dodge chance is unlucky. Well, we gotta be more careful than this then. Because pretty much all of our defense is dodge. It's got to be dodge. This is why I don't run dodge chances unlucky, by the way. Gotta put down our blind flask every single time. Oof. Yep. Man, can you imagine being hit? Ugh, gross. Trial of Crippling Grief. Have I done this one yet? Yes. I don't bother doing the ones I've already done. And I also don't bother putting out, like, you should let people know that you got it. It's courteous. But, if any of you want Trial of Crippling Grief and you're currently playing and don't have that one, and you are on Delve Standard, the trade league, let me know. And I'll invite you and you can come into my map and complete. But otherwise, I'm not going to bother. Ugh. I feel so vulnerable. I don't even want to do that breach up there. I probably won't, because I'll probably die if I do. I rely really heavily on dodge and evade to win. No. Rest in peace. Well. Man, this is like the one mod that can roll on this that I have a hard time with is the dodge chances unlucky. It's Nico. I thought he was a monster. Me running on unidentified maps is unlucky. Hopefully I get enough life at some point where I'm able to do it. But yeah, I'm gonna skip the breach. I just need to complete this map for my Atlas. Wait a second. Is this Reflect? Yeah, this is Reflect. It's ticking at the... Oh. Oh. Maybe? I don't know. It's something. It's either dodge chances unlucky or Reflect. I could try moving Efficacy out, which would lower my hits and maybe make it a little bit... Oh yeah. Yep. This is Reflect. I didn't think it could roll in white tier maps. I was wrong. Why'd I do that? Well, I killed myself again. I need to complete that. Boy. What are the chances? Never lucky baby rage, as Cripperino once said. Although I think that was in reference to Hearthstone and not Path of Exile, but it stands. Oof. Well, yeah, we definitely can't do a breach with that. So, what we can do is we can take out these two, Efficacy and Vile Toxins, and that'll lower our hit damage, which will hopefully be enough. The problem is we're still fighting against the damage of the mobs themselves. Okay, this is barely enough. Alright. So I guess if we're doing a Reflect map, we can kind of do it. We just have to take Efficacy and Vile Toxin, because that lowers our hit damage from a base 740 down to... So, a decent percent. Alright. So, That was a rough map for sure. Let's see, what are some other ones we don't have? I don't think we have Volcano, so I'll go ahead and pick that one up. Toss an Augment on it. Frenzy Charge, okay, that's fine. I wonder if they... I wonder how they do the sulfate thing. Oh yeah, this is much better. I don't know if you can't dodge Reflect, or if Blade Vortex just hits so frequently that even with my 50% chance to... Oh, I only have 30% spell dodge, I guess. Yeah, the worst part is, Reflected Physical is 100% based on your armor, which I have 492 of. 4% armor mitigation. I actually used to have a physical mitigation flask. I still do, I kept it in my stash, and I'll probably have to use it anytime I have to do a physical reflect. I should have just grabbed it out, that would have made things so much easier. Oh well. C'est la vie. Yeah, with the flat damage reduction, or flat damage, 15%, oh, maybe actually just an armor flask would be better in that case, since we're starting from so low. Yeah, probably. We'll have to get a granite flask and roll it with percent armor so we can get like 6,000 armor to mitigate our reflect so it doesn't kill us. We learned a lesson. See, this is the thing about Path of Exile. You have problems, you solve the problems. You figure it out. That's the fun thing about getting a new build, is you're like, yeah, well, I wasn't expecting to run into this thing. Now that I have run into this thing, how do I deal with it? And now you know. I don't even notice my minions anymore because they don't do all that much. I constantly have like 35 to 40 stacks of virulence whenever I'm actually fighting. I still don't really notice what my unit is doing. I don't remember this portal being here. Okay. It's been a while since I've run a volcano though. It's not a map layout I generally enjoy that much. But it seems a little bit more straightforward than I remember at least. Pick that up. I could really use a midnight. Alright, get the poisons on there. Alright, got our volcano map completed. We're up to 30 in the Atlas. I didn't see any sulfate there. Yesterday, these boots might have sold, but today I don't think they will. That's the thing. In the early stage of the league, like the first day or two, really bad things that you would never expect to sell will sell. But later on than that, it's like, nothing. Just only really good stuff sells. Hey, I got a midnight. Ooh, I could do an Atziri now. You know what? I'm gonna do an Atziri. Haha. Oh, Atziri's Promise. Hey, how's it going, Lloyd? This is not magic. It is not magic, and it, that's okay. It is, in fact, my #1 favorite game, Path of Exile. My favorite game of all time. And that includes over DDR, which is high praises for me. I've been playing this game for, a lot of years. Over 4 years now. And I probably have invested more time in it than any, well, maybe even any other activity. Oh, man. Okay. So we really need to get in here, start getting our regen going. That was so many shooters right at the start of that. Oh. Alright. So I can already tell this is going to be a little bit more difficult than I would have liked. We can send Volblade Vortex in before us. Do not stand on those. Your girlfriend just spilt red wine on your Angel EDH. Oh man. That sucks, dude. Rip. Elish Norn, Sacred Promny. Oh. Man, that sucks. Yeah. I can't imagine. I've never ruined any expensive cards before. I've ruined cards, but they were always like fairly replaceable ones. Yeah, I can't imagine. Oof. Oh. Man, that sucks, dude. What? Hey guys. Looks like we have a nice little freeze here. It's not latency. Oh. Well, that was not my fault. I should not have died there. Rip. Huh. I haven't had anything like that happen in a really long time. It wasn't latency either, so it must have been a server lag. Good thing I'm not playing hardcore. I suppose I would have a logout macro if I was playing hardcore. Oof. Alright, just in case it happens again so we don't have to walk back. Where'd the other one go? Oh, there it is. Ah! Get him! Oh! There you go. Oof. Yeah. Yeah, some of the people who worked on Diablo 2 are on the staff of this. So, yeah, it would be similar. I think it's heavily inspired by Diablo, to say the least. But I consider it Diablo 3's better brother? Oh. Alright, we're just gonna walk around the room, leaving poison in our wake. There you go. Sometimes you just gotta kind of do some fringe fighting. Oof. Finish those off and that. Yeah, the damage here is pretty good. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do this or not. I've most of the experience I have with the Ziri is using a trap build. I'm frozen. Okay, or not frozen, stunned. Most of the experience I have fighting in series with the trap build, so I'm gonna have to avoid her mirror phase. That'll probably kill me. Hopefully I can react quick enough and see things as quickly as I need to see them in order for me to actually win that fight. But we'll see. If not, I guess I wasted an Itziri set. It's no big deal. An Itziri's Promise would be pretty great. I'd use it over the second Quicksilver Flask. I forgot to put down a portal. Also, I forgot to rev up. Oh, yep. Man, I am not doing well this time around. And I stupidly put the portal in the... So we need to kill her. She's the most important one to kill. Okay. Next, it's... Oof. I got him. Oh, got him down. Man, that wasn't easy. So the first two sets of bosses are down. Just have... Oh god. Ah. Yeah, maybe we were a little bit under-geared, under-prepared for this, but... Yeah, it's fine. We're slowly but surely making our way through. Yeah, I played a lot of original Diablo 3, just because I hadn't played a better action RPG except for Diablo 2. But yeah, that's a different story entirely. And then I ended up playing this, and I never went back. I didn't even bother getting the expansion. But yeah, I used to do like I used to sell stuff on the real money auction house and that kind of thing too. So, and I used to play all the time. Back when Paragon levels could only go to 100, I had 6 Paragon level 100 Witch Doctors because it was my only class I would play pretty much. I didn't really like any of the other classes all that much. Unlike this game where I have to play all of them because they all are so much fun. I end up playing literally everything. Although I play Shadow the most overall, for sure. But I do play every single class. Alright. Get all 10 of my things riled up. Alright, this stage is super easy against Itziri. You just kind of stand on top of her with the Blade Vortex and the hard part is going to be the split phase. I should probably bring up my stand on her. Hope she doesn't attack directly on herself. Alright, so we absolutely can't hit the one with a mirror. This one doesn't have a mirror. And we also gotta stay out of stuff. Okay, got it. Oof. Stay out of that. Oh. Stay out of that. Get out of here. Okay. So. Okay, we're good here again. Oh. Died. Poison kills her? Yes. Okay. So at least we got that. We have 3 more portals. Oh, this is so sketchy. This is Itziri's Promise better help me level super quick. Oh shit. Okay. Now the chill phase. revving up for her to break out of that. Use Wall Blade Vortex. Alright, can we be lucky 3 times in a row? That's the mirror. Alright, we avoided killing ourselves. That's good. That's usually optimal. Get out there. Okay. And she's dead. We got a Ziri's step. Man. I like a Ziri's step, but oh man. I like them enough that if we get the rest of our resistances fixed, I might actually use them on this build. Because the spell dodge and oh, they just do spell dodge now. I thought they did spell and regular dodge. Oh. So that's not too bad. I wonder how much Ziri's step are worth right now. Oh yeah, I forgot to buy a gem too. So let's check. So if you have never traded in Path of Exile, you kind of have to do it's Ziri's step. You have to use a third-party vendor or program. All right, there were 2 chaos. Yeah, I'll sell mine for 2C maybe. How much life do mine have? Mine have 71 life. Forget that. Mine are worth more. Let's see. Let's sort by life. 75, 75, that's max, right? So a lot of people have max life ones, it looks like. 71. 10 chaos, maybe? Okay. So I think we'll sell these for 10C, see if anybody buys them. And if not, we'll just use them. I don't care. Alright. And we're also going to buy a jewel. And the way I buy jewels is I'll go into this, I'll just take jewel, and then I think everybody does this, not just me, but you can go to count instead, so you have a minimum of 3 properties that you want on there. I want life, I want a life percentage, because I'm open to also using, where is it? There you go. No, that's maximum number of life again. Where is the percentage life? Am I blind? Number, might be blind. There it is. Alright, and then I'm going to use poison. Increase damage with poison. There's probably a couple of poison mods you can use. So, increase poison duration, damage over time, increase damage over time, and basically I want 3 of those. So I'll search. It doesn't show any 3. Oh, because I have the Ziri's step still in here, duh. Okay. I'm like, that's weird. There were gems for that earlier. So, this one has 6% life, 20% increased damage with poison. That's already a front runner. This one's got 7% life, 11% damage over time. Both of them have strength and dexterity. Basically, I'm looking for anything that might have like multiples of these. Poison duration, poison on hit, maximum life, damage with poison, poison duration, and poison on hit. 20 chaos. I'm gonna do it. Alright, so we're gonna message this guy. Basically, you just click the whisper thing. I'm gonna pull out 20C. We're gonna whisper this guy. And we're gonna go buy it. Oh yeah, that's so good. All right. Thank you. Let's party. Go back. And now we have this jewel, so we don't have this empty jewel spot not doing anything. Let's see. So we currently have 4918 life, and we are doing top end 1141 with 1 stack. There you go. Over 5,000 life. We're living the life now. Living the dream. Okay. So got that figured out. Now, I might use Belt of the Deceiver to level someone, maybe. Sword, cold damage, I mean, maybe that could be used for Frost Blades, but I'm not going to try to sell it. Doesn't sell for all that much. And back to mapping. So let's see. Do we have any that Conservatory? We haven't completed Conservatory. So we're just going to run it. If I get unlucky and get another Physical Reflect, well, at least we have a game plan this time if we get Physical Reflect. Alright. So first things first, we don't have reduced elemental resistance, either max or just generally. We're not killing ourselves immediately while walking into that group of enemies, so yeah, looks like we're good. We have one more gem slot to get. We'll probably get another poison and life gem slot in that one, and from there, that'll put us at level 86. I guess we'll just see. I might just grab whatever is nearby after that. We'll have to check it out. Maybe delving will make getting to level 100 easier, depending. If they have a higher monster level than they did before as a maximum. Whoa. There you go. Took a little bit of damage there. Dead end. Wow. It's a lot of sulfate. Jade Amy. Could be something good, you never know. Early on, I definitely like to pick up jewelry. It doesn't take up a lot of space in the inventory. You know, people always are looking for jewelry. Okay, you got this guy with his bleeds. We're gonna ball blade vortex him. Oh, I don't have any flasks left. I should be more careful. Alright. Alright. We've gotten our conservatory map done. It's not even close to cleared, so we'll go through, even though it requires a lot of backtracking. At least do a basic clear of it. I mean, it's 92 quantity, so chances of map returns are decent. Whoa, bleeds. Hey. Verici has for us. Target. Nope. Chest. Not happening. Sorry, man. I will not do the open your chest quest. Speaking of, we have another. Barrows. I like barrows because they can drop the divination card loyalty, which gives you fusing orbs of fusing. It's very nice. I don't know. Hi. Well, we're just gonna send, there you go. We'll send in Volblade Vortex to do our dirty work, see if anything's in the locked chest. There almost never is. But you never know. I don't think we're gonna find the 37 monsters, so... Oh, let's see here. That's not too bad. It's not great either. I'll put it in for 2KS and see if somebody buys it. I doubt it, but some of those things you never know. Like at the beginning of a league, somebody might actually buy something like that. Oh, that one's actually pretty good. I'm gonna hold that one for myself. It's not great, but it's good. It's got a lot of stats. It's got cast speed, spell damage, energy shield %. And the rest is trash. Alrighty. And let's see. Let's go ahead and... Is there any other ones we haven't completed yet that we have? Doesn't look like it. Well, we'll just do our highest map then, Cemetery. And we're gonna elk it. Max resist and reflect, of course. Go ahead and re-roll that. Enfeeble, chaos. Okay, I can deal with this one. This one's a little better. 306, man. They're delving deep. Yeah, it's gonna take a little bit. Our clear is gonna be a little slow because there's chaos resist on the enemies in this area, but it's okay. Should be fine, hopefully. Oh. Oh! No, don't get frozen. Okay. We're good. We are fine. Also, one thing to note, it's way more efficient to be leveling in your weapon swap, to be leveling gems. I just don't bother half the time. I'll do it if I get like an enhance or something. Not an enhance, the one that increases gem levels by 1. Actually, I think it might be enhanced. Anyway, if I get something like that, then I'll do it. But otherwise, I just usually don't bother. It's very profitable though, because level 20 gems tend to... Oh my god, frozen. Oh, I hate you so much. Why? I hate this enemy. It's just the worst. I spare ribbons in mass, of course. And I don't have a freeze immune flask, so... I suppose that is my problem. Atoll, so we got our back our tier 6 map at least. This guy we can pop down a cloud of smoke, and he's all physical damage basically, so he won't hit us very much. And we just pop our potions and stand in one spot. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom. Ah. Why? 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 Oh, those are the worst. Alright, looks like we're getting pretty close to another delve. Maybe one more map. Where are there more than 50 monsters still? Well, I don't know. I don't care. we got the extra map, so we'll just I'm just gonna pop a here. We got Beyond. Well, that's pretty good. All right. Monster pack size is a little low for Beyond, but it's still Beyond. We could do. Oh, we don't have Beyond. Or we don't have that option. Ooh, stretchy. All right. Things are so much better when they don't have plus 30 chaos resist. So much easier. Oh, our build's actually pretty awesome at picking up brooches, so I will do just that. Let me click the class pan. Let me click the class pan. There you go. Oh, I need to get a couple of these guys dead so that we can. And I click class pan. Kill this guy. Alright, got some splinters. They really nerfed the loot on those. Some people just skip them entirely because of it, even. Because they used to be veritable loot pinatas, but nowadays they're more like minor loot supplements. Finish our map and then go do a delve. See if we can get to 125 or so. Oh, let's see. It is find and revive 6 corpses. I think that is one of the easier mission types that she has available, because I think she teleports to you, so it's you don't have to go out of your way. I think you just revive and kill 6 corpses. And then she comes here. Okay. So those are my favorite Katarina quests. Go do the boss real quick. Then there's a little corner I didn't clear out. Oh. I keep pressing the 2 button instead of the W button when I want to do the Vol Blade Vortex. To be fair, though, we haven't scaled physical damage much, so our Vol Blade Vortex is probably doing really bad damage. Yeah, we were maxed. Oh well, we're done anyway. 9 monsters remain. We're out of there. Alright. 60 life, 14%. That's a good hybrid one. I have no idea what to value it at though. That seems good too. Alright, I'm gonna look at those later. We'll put them over here so that they stand out from the rest, because I feel like both of these would sell right now, but I don't really know what to value them at. Oh boy, is that a double minimum rarity roll? It sure is. Oof. 20 rarity from 2 different rolls. Damn, that's so bad. Oops. Wrong tab. Gotta dump all this currency so we can go delving. Alright, to the depths we go. See if there's anything interesting for us down there. Looks like we're getting some azurite. We could either go to the right and then head down this way, or we can go here. I don't really like going down there for a tier 2 and then through all of these. This seems more efficient, going sideways a bit. Now we can't see that one, so we don't know what goes down for sure, whereas we know the other way goes down for sure. But hi, Toby. Toby's talking to us. All right. Oh, that was easy. Sometimes the azurite gets stuck in the wall and you have to pop in. Alright, 146 sulfite for this journey. It is quite the trek, but it'll be okay, I'm sure. I don't know if I don't think we're gonna get to 125 this dive, but maybe pretty close. Let's see. Reminds me of the anime Maiden Abyss. Just going deeper and deeper into this terrifying unknown pit, and there's no end to it. Alright, get ourselves these nice rock formations on the ground, which are definitely not golems. Oh, I was wrong, they are golems. Oh, that happens sometimes. Nice little couple of hordes of zombies out here. Alright, we got some lock boxes. Oh, whoa! Wow, we got a Shaper influenced axe from the Delve. I didn't know that could happen. Hello. Huh. Huh. Well, that's cool. It's not good, but it's cool that it can happen. I'm pretty stoked about that. Well, deeper we go. I'm gonna go get this sulfate, or this azurite though. It's a tier 2 azurite, it's close by. Two chaos orb, yay. It's pretty good. I've gotten good stuff from those Forgotten Wealth caches, and they're usually close enough by. I wish they would increase the frequency at which the fossils drop, because they seem to drop very seldomly. I've gotten 2 reasonably close fossils and 1 that I had to break a wall from, so that doesn't seem worth it to me necessarily. Especially considering the other things that you use to craft are very common, it seems, because I have a bunch of those. Plus you can buy them with azurite. I don't know how they were expecting that people would be running out of those and would have all of the fossils to want to buy those. It's like one of my few gripes with this so far. All this azurite. Ugh. 493. Got ourselves a nice little Solaris Lorica. This was good, like way back in the day. And we're not out of sulfate, but we can't go any further in our current path. Can't quite get light radius. We can upgrade the capacity, may as well. Go ahead and... yeah, I don't think anybody buys Solaris Loricas. Could be completely wrong. Maybe there's this new crazy build that the kids are running these days. Alright, I'm gonna sell some of these for wisdom scrolls. Or should probably sell transmutes, I have a lot more of those, but either way. Sell something, get wisdom scrolls. Alright. And we will continue doing our higher maps. I like to do toxic sewers. Let's see, what's this? It's a tier 2 or tier 3 cells. Do you have any cells? Arcade? I don't think I did arcade. Canyon and academy. Yeah, let's do arcade. I'm gonna buy this. Pop in here. Oh. Oh no. Hang on. I need to test something. I need to pull just one mob. Okay. No, don't kill that. I need it. Okay, come here. Come here. Come here. Alright, we have one mob here. Am I going to take damage? That was hard to tell. That wasn't hard to tell. Okay, so what we're going to do for this map, take out efficacy and vile toxins, so we don't kill ourselves non-stop. Because this was a... how unlucky do we have to be to get 2 blue maps that both end up just having physical reflect in them? That's ridiculous. Well, we're gonna do the boss, and then we're gonna get out. It's really not worth it. We basically have to pop in, hit just a couple of them so we don't burst ourselves, pop out, heal, rinse and repeat. I guess we can let our minions do more than they usually do in this map. So that's cool. Also, we can just use singular stacks of Blade Vortex instead of really ramping it up. Oh, actually, that might be even smarter than... Yeah, because this'll... Okay, we're gonna try just keeping one stack of Blade Vortex up. Alright, that seems to work okay. And it's keeping enough Virulent stacks up to where... Okay, that's our plan then. It'd be nice to have a Granite Flask, like I said. I think a Granite Flask would solve this problem more efficiently. But I don't want to leave and go see if I have a Granite Flask and then come back. So, for now, this is the solution that we have available to us readily. Run back and forth in between these two for a bit. Figure out this chaos, let our minions do some work. Refresh our stacks, just walk by these guys a bit. There you go. We did it. Where is it? Arcade. I need to see it completed. Even though it said completed, I don't trust it. Where is it? There it is. Okay. We're good. I'm leaving. I'm not finishing this map. I'll lose the chance orb and this wisdom score or whatever it was to buy that. Alright. I don't think we've done Academy. I don't think we've done Canyon. Canyon, we will get... I don't have to change anything else. Problem solving. Alright. What are the chances that 3 unidentifieds are Fizz reflecting? Okay, they're not. We're good. Ah, how did that keep happening? The one mod I can't run. If I just got a flask, if I just got a Granite Flask, I'd be absolutely fine. I'm so stubborn. Why am I chasing this guy? To get him into that guy, but I'm not running this very well. The best way to do this is to kind of run along one wall and then run along the other wall on the way back, kind of dipping in the middle as you go. But yeah, who needs to run a wall? I just run. Kind of getting into that trance mode where I'm not really conscious of what I'm doing so much. I'm just like playing on autopilot. I think I've been mostly in that mode a lot of the time I've been playing today. But I'm having so much fun. My hands are gonna be super bad shape. Ultra arthritis by the end of the week. Killed these at roughly the same time. Don't get... Oh, don't step on that. Get all these axes. That dog was carrying 3 axes. I'm impressed. That is 2 axes minimum. Minimum. More than most elves carry. Poison duration is really nice for the Beano's pro lift. Pretty much ensures that you're gonna get the nice pro lifts on a lot of things, because all the stacks add up. One monster left? Nope. I get it. 122 fizz. Weaponelli with things, prefix. That's tier 4. It's only Bloodthirsty. Wait, Bloodthirsty's tier 2, I thought. Oh yeah, they had new tiers, special tiers. So I thought tier 2 was... I'm just gonna sell it. I don't think it's gonna sell for anything. Could be completely wrong, but I don't sell anything that I think is worth less than 2 chaos anyway, usually. Anything else? We have, oh yeah, this academy. I'm actually just gonna scour and elk it so we can have it completed. Variety, exiles, unique damage, flash charge reduced. Yeah, that's fine. All of that is good. So let's 19% pack size. Not great, but it works. Oh, hi. Run. I see you tried to trap me in your ring of fire, or ice. I have a trail of fire that gets me out of it. Haha. Meow to you too, Toby. As I gradually become more delirious. My throat really hurts, but I'm like, I'd be playing PoE anyway. I may as well just be streaming it. At this point, that seems right. Ooh. Getting a little stutter step there. Some more server lag. Gonna wreck me. Alright, we're starting to get to the point where Ballblade Vortex is high enough level that I can reliably just clear out a room if we fire and forget it. So, that's good. Like, I can just toss it in here. Oh, there are only a couple there. Hardly constitutes a room. The boss in this map, when it used to be, first of all, it used to be a higher tier map, but it had the scariest bosses in the entire game. It was these 3. Maybe it was a different map, maybe it was an academy. But it was not this library fellow. Double uniques. Cool, cool. Oh, Dark Scorn. Is this worth anything? Dark Scorn might be worth something. Veil of the Night's definitely not worth something, but Dark Scorn might be. Let me check. Reset my PoE here. Dark Scorn. It's probably like 1C. 1 elk. Well, forget that. Forget that. Alright. Back to doing other stuff. Alrighty. Oh, I still have some map to do on here. May as well. This one's pretty breezy for, you know, the amount of quantity it's given. Yeah. Oh, hello. That was a lot of damage. A lot of damage out of nowhere. Get in there. Get in there! Volblade Vortex is kind of like my ranged attack. I don't want to go into this room, you go do it. Boom. Yeah, I'm going into that room anyway. But... Alright, 17 monsters. Good enough. Good enough. Let's get out of here.
God bless you, exile.
Get ourselves an elk from those 2 shitty uniques. Hey. Worth. See what divination card we get from Navali here. Prosperity, not very good. Oh. They can't all be winners. Alright, so I guess we've done all that stuff, so now we'll just run our highest maps, which unfortunately at the moment are just tier 5, but I like Toxic Sewer, it's one of my favorite maps. Yeah, this seems fine. This seems good. Just out of curiosity, are there any of those brats left? So I'm not like hungry right now, but I feel like I'll be hungry within about an hour or 2, probably. If you wouldn't mind. I'll just take 2. Thank you. Just gonna go in a little circle. Yeah, I like these little circle things. Yeah, this map is very refreshing. It's kind of like a straight line with little offshoots, and it's like a series of circles with other mini circles in them. Yeah, look at this. Get to zoom around into this nice little area. There's Wall Vortex to supplement our damage. Ooh, yeah. Decent boss killing speed. Definitely, I would say that Elemental Conversion has a faster boss killing speed, but this build's a little bit tankier, in my opinion. You have to get so many crit nodes and sprawl across the tree so hard to get the crit stuff. If you want to get all the crit stuff, like everything over in the Templar as well, that you have a hard time getting enough life nodes. So I would say that the bonus this one has is that it's a little tankier. And now that we actually have good sustain, now we have worse sustain against bosses though, because Warlord's Mark is certainly better sustain. Also, we don't have a way to get endurance charges, which could be one of the bigger issues that we run into. Oh. I took a wrong turn at not Xana. Xana. Go in there. Clear those out. Let's see what we got. Oh, we got a hallowed ground. Well. Yeah. I'm going in, get me that unique map. Nice. Nice. I haven't actually done this one before. At least I don't remember it. Might have done it before, but... Whoa, hi. Maker of Mars. Now, do we have to do something to make him... Because I feel like he was indestructible just there. Are you also indestructible? You are not indestructible. Okay, so what I assume is going to happen is we're going to go off into all of these little branches and we're going to fight a variety of little boss guys here, and then the center one will become vulnerable again. That's what I deduce is happening. Yep, he is currently indestructible. I didn't even notice the indestructible aura on him before. So I imagine there will be all these little offshoots. We gotta go find the other bosses, kill them. Okay, here's another boss. That. Oh, Winter's Bounty. Never mind. I thought that was a different one. I thought that was energy from within, but it was not. Leave me alone, man. Can't kill you yet. Yeah. Little zigzaggy cage rooms. Yeah, that's a pretty creepy map. I like it though. Got ourselves a ring for our ring collection. Yeah, we'll take the behemoth mace, why not? Might drop it if it's not any good, but yeah. Alright, and it looks like this area over here that we didn't explore in the beginning is probably the last one.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
At least I didn't stubbornly continue to try to fight a boss I couldn't kill. I was like, why am I doing literally 0 damage to this guy? That's pretty weird. Like, it's one thing to do next to 0 damage, but we were doing literally 0. There you go. How about now? Go ahead. Oh, drop our smoke flask. Drop her again. These guys can't kill us if you can't hit us. Aha! Alright, so got some maps, got some goodies. Can't hold that. It's not a hybrid physical roll, so it's not good. Alrighty. That was cool. Go forth and kill. Oh man, it seems like the higher level Ball Blade Vortex gets, the longer it lasts. Let's see. 3 seconds. Okay. Because it seemed really short at first. 0 monsters. Full clear. Nice. Success. Alright. So let's get to IDing all these. We got some flat energy shield. Nope. We got some. Nope. Nope. Meh. Nope. Nope. It's not terrible. It's not great either though. Just saw it. And Sybil's Lament. That's going in our future lore weave. Yeah. Got this guy too. Nah. Mediocre. A little better than average. Probably. We're 5 out of 60 towards our lore weave. Oh boy. Slowly but surely making progress. Oops. This. Maps. We have lots of maps now. And a divination card. So let's see. Any maps we haven't done? No, but we definitely have tier 7 maps now, which is cool. Since we've done them, we'll just run them on ID, which has been getting us in a lot of trouble basically this whole time. We have Chateau, we have Chateau. Do we have Ivory Tower? We have Ivory Tower. Alright. I don't remember how close I was to a delve. Oh, I actually really like this map too. Alright, so we don't have physical reflect, so we should be good. It looks like... Okay. Looks like monsters poison on hit, maybe? Alright, we're nearly max sulfate, so after this... We're max sulfate. So after this, we'll go ahead and... oh, I bet you it's dodge chances unlucky. Wait, no, because we were taking damage over time. It's got to be monsters poison on hit. Oh, I wish I had a corruption essence for this. Ooh, that was a spicy one. Look at all them screaming essences. Beautiful. Beautiful. But yeah, I don't have any corrupted essences yet. So I would have totally went back to get that. Seems like a waste because I almost never run into quadruple screaming essences. Maybe I should have just went back and bought them. No. That's dumb. I don't like that. It's a bad play. Oh boy. All them nightmare bassinets. Gimme. Poison. Oh. And even with 450 capacity, we ended up filling up pretty quickly for our next delve. Fields. So we got a -1, we got a tier 6 so far. I don't think, yeah. I mean, the 4 Screaming Essence is cool. On all those Nightmare Bassinets. One of them could have like 90 life and triple resistance or something. You know? Oak. Superior and great helmet, not to be confused with an inferior great helmet. Oh man, those brats smell so good. Alright, let's take a look at a couple of these. 63 life, but nothing else going on. 45 fire resist, but not a lot else going on. There. Need to make room. Oh, this is double boss. Nice. It also looks like it's boss attack speed and probably boss damage then, I would imagine, as well. Oh, hi. Can you not? Thanks. Man. All those bosses and no loot. Talk about disappointment. 42 monsters, I bet you they're down at the end of here. Down over this way. If not, well, then I just flame dashed all the way here for nothing. Okay. Well, it's a good thing I didn't actually bet, huh? Veil of Night again. Oh. Oh! Hello! Oh, tier 1 cold, tier 2 multi, attack speed, and tier 3 lightning. Oh, baby! We've got ourselves quite the weapon here. I don't know. Oh, 104 life. Man. Alright. Well. Alright. I don't know really about this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna price this. I'm just gonna pull it up right here. So we're looking for a sword, one-handed, with a minimum of, I mean, we could just do LE DPS and then multi. Yeah, so alright, we're gonna take the minimum multi-roll, which is 30. And then we'll take the elemental DPS, which is currently, let's see, 8 plus 48 plus 84 plus 112 divided by 2 to get the average damage, which is 126 average, and then times 171 or 1.71. 0.71. So that gives us 215 LE DPS with crit multi, and with the ability to craft on another element. Okay, So items like this are only currently going for 1 chaos. However, maybe we can increase the LE DPS by crafting on an elemental damage roll. So in this case, it would be fire damage. Were we to do that, we would add another... let's just take the average. So 12 to 22. So let's just say 34 divided by 2. 17 times plus another 70% or so, so another 10. So another like 23 LE DPS. So let's say 200 and let's just say 35. We'll add another 20. About 2 chaos. Well, that's not as good as I thought it was going to be. I don't know if people are playing or just not playing this, or if it's just because it's such a low attack speed roll. Like maybe if we had gotten 1.9 attacks per second on this, then it would have been worth it. I'll put it up for 2 chaos. See if somebody buys. And if not, I might make a build for it later. That's disappointing. It looked better than that. It looked so much better. Alright. So, back we go. We got ourselves our 2C thing. We're gonna pop these in and run another, probably run another Ramparts, I think. Oh yeah, never mind, we're delving. We're delving! Gotta remember to actually delve. So let's get everything going and delve. Going deep. Okay. So looks like we did. Oh wow, that's gonna be quite a travel down. We're definitely going. I see a tier 3 Azurite room, which is exactly where I want to go. So we'll do that first, and then we'll do the real deep dive. Flare cache. I don't ever use flares. I don't ever go out into the dark. We have we have positive darkness resistance for the first time now. So we could. Let's try popping over here, seeing what's up. Nothing. Alright, how about up here? Oh, that's where we're going anyway. How about in through this way? Oh man. Look at that. We actually took some darkness damage. Wow. There sure are a lot of enemies here. Now they're all dead. Ho, ho, ho. Hey! Hey! Got a Bisco's leash. Now that's worth something. I know that's worth something. Let's see. Reset. Bisco's leash. Search. 15 chaos. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Making some monies. Ah. And these. And into the tier 3 Azurite. Corpse Carcass gloves. Hey, somebody's actually buying those gloves. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Well, sorry man, I'm delving. I thought this would be a problem. I'm glad they did really short delves for the most part, so that it wasn't going to consistently be a problem. But let's see if we can get ahead here. Yay, we're back in the ice caves. Ice caves are my favorite, by the way. Man, this is a deeper delve than I thought it was going to be. I thought I'd be able to just message him back. sec. Delve. Cool. And that's why when you're not sure of the price of something, you just kind of toss it in and throw it up for like 2C. Because sometimes people just buy them. Whoa. Man, these tier 3 ones are, there's a lot of monsters. Lots and lots of stuff going on with these ones. And then we have the big boss cat here. Alright, see how much Azurite we get from this. 652, that's so much. Alright, so let's go back to the mine real quick. Wait to party. He wants my gloves. Corpse curls. I knew somebody, actually I knew somebody would want one of these. Awesome. Alright, cool. And this Bisco's is currently going for at least 15C. Yeah, it looks like 15's pretty standard. Some of them are at 16. I should probably look at the roll real quick. It's a high cold resist, way higher than minimum. 8, that's... What's the lowest for at least 30? 20 chaos. Alright. Well then mine's worth more than 20 chaos. Huh. There you go. 23. Yeah. We'll call it 22. 22 chaos. See if somebody buys it for that. That means I'm undercutting somebody, but actually getting value out of that. Accuracy, crit strike chance. That could be worth something. I'll look that up later too. Some of the things I want to sell right away, and some of the things I don't have the patience for. Either I'm not super confident that they'll actually be worth more than 2 chaos, or something like that. Alright, back to our delve. I think we still have a little bit of Azurite left. Alrighty. Getting sidetracked here. Ooh, contains minion items. I have not seen that before. That's cool. Anyway, we have 254, so we're gonna keep going down. Seeing some unique places to delve. We're at 120, so we're gonna hit our goal of 125 for tonight. Still pretty comfortable overall. Yeah, I wanted to look at this. 3 seconds still, okay. Oh, it's a flare cache, double flare cache, because you go into the darkness to get these. This is like the quickest one too. Easy. Oh. There you go. Jeweled foil. Oh, wait. I almost didn't look at the abandoned gems. Gotta get those superior gems. Anything? Superior ball skills. Let's see. Superior flame blast, 13%. Okay, some of these might sell. I'll have to look at them later too. But I really want to make this delve, but it's 257. So I guess we're going back to the old maparoos again. Three and tier 5. Well, if a much better sword didn't sell for more than 2 chaos, that one isn't either. So, all right, just dump these quality gems in our inventory here, and find a map. Let's do another ramparts. UnID'd yellow rampart. Almost level 85. This is usually around the time I get bored of a character, but I'm actually still having a lot of fun. Yeah. What's that? Oh, you made me tea? Awesome, thank you. Yeah, that'll help my voice. Let's go. Alright, we've got Varici up in here. Get out of here, because there's quartz detonation going on. Yeah, we're good. Luckily, this goes leash for 22C. Yes. Break the party. Well, that sold quicker than I thought. It's probably worth more than that, but with 34 cold resist. Alright. Cool. Making the currency. Got a high turnover rate of items. That's the key to making currency. You get the items, you sell them for roughly market price, and pop in and out. But my rule of thumb is I don't sell anything that isn't valued at more than 2 chaos, because I'm not really willing to leave my maps or my delves for less than 2 chaos. So that's pretty much what I do, is I just sell, oh no, every item that I think is worth more than 2 chaos for a while. Later on it becomes more like 5 chaos before I'm willing, because I'm like not trying to make money. In the early, I feel like it's in the early league, currency is worth more, if that makes sense. Because I want more currency immediately so I can start building cool builds right away. That's a lot of damage, man. You almost killed me. Oh, that's because you're... that was a mission. I wasn't even paying attention. Oh boy. Heartbreaker. Kinda like Heartbreaker. I've used it in a couple of builds. It just gives a lot of extra energy shield. It's wacky. Whoa. I have a couple of pieces of kind of bad gear too that I need to work on, but I'm still doing really well. Progression is going well. I feel like I could easily do much higher than tier 7 maps if I could find some. If only I could find some. Whoa. Damages. Yeah, there's gotta be some crazy damage mod, or players have reduced... Or dodge chance is unlucky is the other thing that it could be. So I feel like they're hitting me fairly consistently, which with my dodge chance they should not be. And we're level 85. Level 86, our build's pretty much gonna be done because we're gonna get another jewel socket. Probably gonna spend another 20 chaos or so. We're probably only gonna end up buying another 3 chaos gem, depending on. That's how much the other one was. If we can find one with life, poison damage, and poison duration, then I guess we'll probably pick it up for around 20C. But otherwise, and it would have to be 7 life for that much, 7% life. Like, I value just the extra percentage pretty highly, honestly. Oh, hi. These. Oh no. Ah, Storm Herald. Storm Herald with Martyr's Grip. Rip. Well, it's a good thing we leveled right before that, so we didn't have a lot of experience to lose. Oof. Man, we are dying pretty often. I didn't even notice the Storm Herald, I swear. I must be blind. I think I'm pretty close to my limit, too. 3.5 hours. Also, I want to eat. You know. That's important as well. But, gonna finish up this map at least. And maybe be back tomorrow. I normally don't buy maps to progress, but I might do it if I get impatient. We'll see. Oh, I would have missed some nice spiked gloves. There you go. Using. Go fall BV. Alrighty. Oh, we got some stuff. Let's see what we got. Got a tier 7 unID'd rare mat. It's alright. Speaker's Wreath. I don't think that's good. It seems like it would be a Summon Raging Spirit that makes you scale dexterity. That's really weird. I don't like that. This is a lot of damage. Let's see. Tier 1 cold, tier 2. Oh. Yeah, tier 2 cold, tier 1 lightning. But can't have crit chance. Doesn't have multi. I'm gonna put this in just in case. I don't think it'll sell. I don't know if anybody's doing dagger builds, but this is one of my, I'll check it later. This is good. I don't know how good it is, but it's definitely good. 45 is really high cold resist roll. That's a lot of life. And yeah, it's on spiked gloves, which gives an implicit. That's awkward. Alright. So, oops. Sell all this stuff, and probably I might use that. I don't know. We'll see. I'm a hoarder. What can I say? All right. So that is all for today. I'm gonna go eat. I'll be back tomorrow with either a live stream or an update video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you watched the whole thing, wow, well done. But yeah, this is Ryan from Behind Eyes Gaming, and I will see you next time. Bye!